Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Glad to see each and every one of you. I had quite a few people waiting, and I'm sorry for the delay. It's Scramble City. Jenna let me know only a little bit ago that our mailman was not going to be here today, and I had to trek all the packages over to the post office. And the funny thing is, the mailman told me, he said, yeah, you can go down the side of the building there where it says do not enter. And there's a place where you can go and put stuff. People drop stuff off there all the time. So I'm like, okay, I guess this is the day I'm doing that. And I went over to drop the stuff off on the side. And the lady looked at me like I had lost my damn mind and said I needed to go inside. So I'll have a discussion with him when he gets back. I don't know if he's on vacation this week or he's just taking a day off. But that's a distraction we don't have to deal with, but it did kind of push my schedule back a little bit. So let me know if you guys can hear me just fine. I think you can, and I don't want to drop that mic any lower than I have to without it being in the shot. But hopefully you can hear me just fine. If someone can put a thumbs up or something in the chat, I'd appreciate that. The title is something that I've been thinking about for the last year. This is our 5th year plus doing this channel, and we're working on our 6th year right now. So we have 5 full years under our belt, and I think by now, my channel should have been bigger than it is. I don't know why it's not. I put in the work, but maybe I'm just not putting in enough work. But of course, this is secondary. This is not my primary source of income. This is way secondary. The business, the reselling business, takes precedence to any of this. If I had to make a choice between reselling and YouTube, I'd say see ya. And I love you guys. It's not about that. It's about making things work, and not going anywhere just yet. I've decided that I was going to do a little of an investigation, and upon investigation, I have this thing called Grok 3. I've actually paid like the $8 a month because I think it's that good. It'll really, whatever you want it to do, it'll break down a lot information for you and stuff that, is totally unrelated to reselling. All kinds of stuff it'll do for you. And so while I was at it, I thought, you know what? You can upload screenshots of things, of data into Grok, and it'll read this stuff. And if you give it some context and some direction, it'll really do a lot of good stuff with that. And I asked it, I said, here's my channel. Flipping ain't easy. And I was able to find, it actually pulled up my channel. Let's look at the keyboard. It was able to pull up my channel, and it found it and saw the content, and it gave me just a general idea of what it thought about the channel. But then I added some analytic screenshots to it, and it really told me what it thought. And it basically said that for the size of channel that I have, that I should be like 14% views per video as compared to subs, and I'm at like 0.18, which is horrible. So it's basically to give me some direction, which is good, and I'm going to try to follow that direction, but it's going to require me to really restructure my day, and I'm going to give it all I can, but I don't know how. I'm not trying to spin you, at least not right now. I'm just trying to get some leverage on my arm, sorry. But I'm going to give 2025 my full effort, and if that means I'm going to be like James Helferstay and making videos, then like all the time, then that's what it means. I'll do that if I, find time while I'm working to get videos done, and to create more content. I don't know if that's what you guys want to see, more content, or if you guys want to see less frequent content. But I don't know, less frequent content is just not working. I'm doing a lot of things for the channel, and I'm goal oriented. And right now there's 2 things that's keeping me going. It's number 1, you guys, the community. I can tell you, if we didn't bring on lives, what was it, 3 years now? 3 years ago, and just did the short or the pre-recorded content, I would have stopped a year or 2 ago. It's the community, the great people we've met, the people we continue to meet, and the fact that you guys I could do a pop-up live and I can count on at least 10 to 15 of you to be there like that is just amazing to me. So that's what's keeping me going and has kept us going. And the goals that I've set for myself, I don't give up easily. But I got to tell you, I'm going to give everything I have. Not to say I haven't made an effort this far, but I guess I've been focusing on the wrong things, like more shorts, more frequent pre-recorded content and stuff like that. And I don't know, maybe it's just too much from this guy. I don't know if you guys want to see this guy's mug like every day popping up on your YouTube. And I'm not saying you guys are here, so obviously you guys wouldn't mind that. But it's about growing a channel, and that's kind of what I set out to do when about 6 months into this thing, I really decided that I wanted to grow this channel. And I just don't know if I'm the guy. I mean, really, I don't know. Maybe it's the content I'm putting out. Maybe it's the mug that you have to look at. Maybe it's my voice. Maybe it's something that's keeping it from happening. But it's not going to be due to a lack of effort. So just wanted to put that out there because it's something I've been thinking about. I've been spending the money. I went on and spent money today on vidIQ. It's supposed to go in and do all kinds of things to enhance, like maybe your titles are screwed up. I mean, YouTube is no different than eBay. If you got a crappy title, it's not going to be that attractive to a prospective buyer. And it's the same thing on YouTube where, someone's looking for something interesting to watch. And if you put out a blah title or, if you look half interested on the thumbnail, then it's not necessarily going to be a successful video. And I just have to keep that in mind and to push forward. So, it's really, this is an eBay channel, not a YouTube channel. So I wouldn't be upset at all if I got some flack in the comments down below or in the chat about, wasting your time. But I just really thought that it's been on my mind, been weighing on me for a while. And yeah, if I'm going to do it, I want the results. And if I'm not getting the results, then the message is clear to me. It's not my thing. So far though, we're going to keep pushing and keep bringing you guys the content that you guys are used to. So with that said, sales are been kind of strange, and I mean kind of in a good way. And I'm trying to bring up that report because I did not bring it up before we started, and I apologize for that. But if we look at the screen here, last time I checked in with you guys, we were at over like 10.2% up from last year. It's now 13.5. That's how good the sales were this week. And if we go to my 74.68 in ASP and 352 items sold, that's always going to be down. It's going to be very difficult. Whoops, this mouse is gone after I'm getting that mouse replaced. I already bought the mouse. I just got to go pick it up. It's 11.6% down.
It, but we do.
It's not a bad mouse. It's
no. The shit.
No, they do.
Show.
They see it right now.
Do you see it right now?
Yes, they see it right now. The poppity pops and stuff popping up on my screen. So these are the annoyances that the audience has to deal with, and could be what is like, dude, you got to get your act together. But nonetheless, these numbers will probably stay the same: 74.68 and 11.6 down as far as the sheer volume of items I'm selling. It's because this number's higher. So if we look at the overview of where I'm at, and I got another message from somebody. It's probably that guy that wants to return his item. We are at, look at this. I'll try to bring this up higher, bigger so you can see it.
Why don't you just put your keyboard on the desk?
Because you'll touch it and you'll set it off like you did last time.
I'm not touching it.
So if you take a look at some of these numbers, going back to March 8th, we had nothing. We had no sales. And then March 9th, it's like when the switch was flipped. 471, 439. Tuesday the 11th, $988. Then $498.
Yeah,
307.
But wait, you
27. Yes, we'll go back to that. That's another thing I got to tell you guys about. Friday, 275, which is the worst of the days. But look, boom, Saturday, 973. Now the Saturday before that, I had no sales. But this last Saturday, I had 973. There's no way that's organic. I'm sorry. Sunday the 16th, 639. And so we had a almost $2,000 weekend despite Friday. and 160 today, and sales are up 23% last 31 days. So we're on the rise, looking really good with sales. The sales numbers are on point. Now, feel like a fool. And I want to first of all offer my sincerest apologies to Igor and his family. For me to have said all the things that I said about that man and defame him
on
in the
and
way
off the camera.
In the way that I did, I just apologize just to Igor. Now, I say this because I'm not going to throw them under the bus. But a friend of mine, local friend here, woke up on Saturday morning and they had like the big flood. It's like they needed an ark for their house. It was like a flood from upstairs to downstairs. A toilet overflowed. And needless to say, all of us had plans that day, didn't go through.
Yeah, partially.
Well, kind of.
Only a little.
Kind of. And I'm like, okay, well, I have some dehumidifiers in my stock that's listed. I mean, I'm only into them for like $10 a piece. I'd be glad to drive a couple over if that'll help like soak up this moisture in your house. And I didn't hear back. I sent a text. I didn't hear back. So I'm just looking through my inventory for the dehumidifiers. And on a totally isolated rack, what did I find? I found that Roomba, the entire combo of 40 pounds of it in all, heavy in the box. And I'm like, what the hell, the actual hell is this? I reached out to the buyer and said, hey, at this point, I've sent you a label. So if you send anything back to me, like the base that you have, then if I send this to you, it's going to make me refund it. I'm going to be back at square one. I said, if you close the return, we can work an exchange out. Otherwise, then we'll just go through with the refund. And they said, we'll just go through with the refund. So the good news is I listed it. Bad news is I was here in front of you guys looking like a fool on how I lost this item or shipped the wrong item. Now I'm wondering though, still I can't understand. Igor, poor Igor, what did he get? Because they got the base that Igor bought.
Maybe we had another one.
No, we didn't. I'm telling you, we didn't. We straight up did not. Those two boxes were identical. They came in the same pallet, and I haven't had that particular base, that Roomba base, in a long, long time. One like it. So it's not Igor. I don't know what happened to Igor. What he got. Again, my apologies, Igor, if you're watching. I just don't know. And it's beyond the 30 days, so I don't think he has any recourse anyway. Nonetheless, here we are, feeling like a fool about that. And so there we go. I made a whole, everyone's saying, hey, don't beat yourself up. And, we all make mistakes, but just another mistake on the top of a mistake, and then telling you guys about it. Here's what separates this channel from other channels. Other channels would have just said, because I did tell Mike Camparelli, and I said, don't tell a soul about this, because I wasn't sure I was going to tell anyone, but this is what happened. And he didn't tell a soul. In fact, it wasn't until I brought it up in conversation later on I think on Saturday, that I'm like, thank you for being true to your word. So I think Mike is in the air right now. Mike Camparelli, he's flying back.
Well,
is he not back yet?
He is in the air, but he's here until his Wi-Fi goes out.
Okay. So that's what you have. That's there you have it. My eBay stuff, what we have going on, and my YouTube concerns about this channel. So again, it's like eBay. These platforms, I don't care if you're selling on eBay, making videos on YouTube, you're going to get what you put into it. If you put in the effort to put out good content, you're going to get good results. And I either make it work or I'm spending extra time with the business. So we're going to try to make 2025 work, though. Says, Hope Jenna, this is Keith. Now, for whatever reason, it loses a lot of the first comments. Is that what we're looking at? I don't know why it does that to me, but it loses a lot of my first comments. I'm just trying to get to the top, and it's not allowing me to for some reason.
Don't.
Maybe it will now. I scroll down. So there we go again. Here we go. This thing that I have going on, it's a way to get what you're saying on the screen, and it really is wonky. It's always been wonky, and I don't know if there's a better workaround. But Keith was first, and he was wishing you well. Thank you for that. Duncan is the 2,780th spot. Sales are great. Last night, one of them not promoted sold in 30 minutes after listing for $268. More good sales this morning. Cicadas are out. What?
You know how to say it now?
Yeah, it's John Cicada, right? Jovial says, whoever is trying to take over this channel with all that jive turkey talk about making it better going away, better skedaddle, go on, get. We like the FA channel just the way it is. Go on, get. Trust me, it's you guys that have kept me going. So, it's just me thinking out loud. You know, I don't want to be that channel that out of the blue, you guys think everything's fine, and I'm like, see ya, I'm done. I'm gonna talk. You know, I talk about the channel. I really believe that those of you who like watch this, maybe you can't be here with us on the live, but you guys and those who show up for the lives are sort of invested in this channel a little bit, and I want to keep you a part of my thought process. So
and yes, my hair is wet. I just got out of the shower.
I'm kind of restructuring my day, and that involves going to bed earlier, you know, talking her into getting off of the TikToks, and you won't stop, and she don't stop. I'm not going to sing that song again, but it's a nightly ritual with this one. She just doesn't want to get off the talks.
I have to watch my mini cows. I have to.
Can't you
mini
watch a couple videos of the
horses.
mini cows and then fall asleep in counting the mini cows? That's what I want you to do.
I have to watch all of them.
Okay, they're all the same. So the mini
so
cows that you
cute.
see right now are going to be the same looking mini cows like in a month or the next day.
No, they're not. They grow and they get bigger.
Nonetheless, I am more concerned about the channel growing than your mini cows. So that involves getting a good night's sleep, getting to bed by 11 o'clock instead of 1, getting up by 7 instead of 9, which is a real...
That for me will never happen.
Well, I'm talking at least for me, right? So I'm getting up, getting the things done like I did this morning, getting out there, getting to work, getting the stuff done, making a priority, shutting off the YouTube and stuff like that, the things that keep you entertained while you're working, and getting to the work that needs to be done, which I was able to do by noon. I pretty much listed at least $600 or $700 worth of stuff, and my thought was, okay, this can work, because what that does is you put the heavy lifting, you get that done first. You know, picking all the stuff that she had to ship today, getting all the stuff listed, and I do it in such a way where I'm done by a certain time. Now that allows me to focus on other things. So I've got my taxes I haven't even started yet, which is going to happen starting tonight. I'm going to work on bits and pieces of it. But I'm going to make it a point to work daily on this channel. And if that means that I'm putting out shorts, putting out long content, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to be doing more. And by restructuring my day where I'm not just kind of going at my own pace, and I'm going to go at a pace where I'm actually like working for someone pace and I'm getting the stuff done. You know, that's just kind of how I'm going to have to do it if I'm going to pull this off. Jovial says, save the turkeys for the bowling alley. There weren't too many last week. Duncan says, I hit the like for 100 free item not received cases. Well, I hope you get every single one of those.
No.
Well, he keeps asking for them.
I know.
I mean, at some point, I got to take this guy seriously. You know, he's joking or he's really wanting some item not received. Glenda says, hi, John and Jenna, plus all the great FAE family. Nice to see you, Glenda. Keith says, here in the UK, there are a lot of private sellers leaving the platform. There's a lot of other sellers leaving over the new HMRC rules that eBay reports anyone that sells over 30 items a month or £1,000. Yeah, they want their piece of the pie. They're trying to find any way. It's funny, these governments, they will print money like there's no tomorrow. They will. All of them do. Not just the U.S., not just China. All of them do. They'll print money like there's no tomorrow, but they'll still come at you and tax every dime that they can out of everyone. So it's not just UK. Plus, private sellers moaning and leaving because they have to pay the postage up front and then wait until the item is delivery scanned before they get the funds. Don't be surprised if that's the way all platforms operate in the next couple of years, including eBay. Don't be surprised. Now, I think it's mainly because eBay has their own, they're not the bank, they have their own managed payments, which the name escapes me. It's been so long since I even talked about the actual bank that banks the funds with eBay. Because they have that set up, it may be that they never do it. But I wouldn't be surprised if they do go by the way of Mercari or go by the way of Poshmark, where the money is sent to you once the buyer signs off and once they receive it, like 3 days after delivery. I myself, if I had a choice between the current system, which is you get your money now, you send it to the buyer, they have 30 days from the time that they receive the item, the delivery scan, to open a return. That's one option, which the way it is right now. Or we will allow you to send that on your dime, send the item to the buyer. They get it. They have 3 days to make sure this is what's going to work for them, just like the other platforms. And after the third day, or as soon as they say this is fine, up to the same day they could say this is fine, then the money is now yours and the returns are now closed. I would take that latter option over the first option every day of the week. So a Mercari, Poshmark style, where you minimize the fraudulent returns, or the returns where, let's say they're buying an item that they plan on using the following weekend. They know they have 30 days to sit on it. They use it. They don't need it anymore. They open a return and you're on the hook. I've always hated that. I think if I had the option as a seller, I would take the Mercari Poshmark model all day long. Keith says also buyer moaning about paying the buyer protection fee and going over to business sellers. Now, I would be moaning and groaning too. It's not an even playing field. If you have business sellers that are paying final value fees on a certain type of item and private sellers who are maybe not selling as much, but still they're competing to sell that same item as the business seller, they have a lot more room to work with because they don't have to worry about fees. It's not an even playing field. I've never liked that. Callie Deb says, hi everyone, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's
I've got my
Day.
my bluish green on. So there's
totally
hues.
forgot.
I know.
Ow!
What?
God!
What?
I am the Irish,
You're
so
being
you
punished.
can't pinch me.
You're being punished.
Ow!
You're being punished.
I'm gonna bruise now.
You're not. Stop it. You're being dramatic.
No, I'm
But-
not. That hurt.
It did not.
It did.
It felt like if you were getting a shot. That's all. Do you
I
act like
don't
that
want
way?
a shot.
Do you act that way in the doctor's office?
You pinched
When
me,
you did all that
John.
blood work, did you go, ow?
No,
that
because
hurt.
they didn't pinch me. They just...
That does pinch.
No, it didn't.
Look, it's St. Patrick's Day, and you
Anywho.
failed the assignment.
I did fail. I have no green on.
Here, give me a kiss. I love you. All right, there you
I
go.
feel bad. Huh?
Well, even the dramatic I feel bad about. Flipping from the trailer says, hello everyone. I hope everyone had a nice weekend.
Yes.
Hope I don't have lipstick on my mouth now. It's just like all glossy. Flipping for the trailer says, this has quickly become one of my favorite shows with you, of my favorite people. I look forward to it every Monday and Friday.
Aww.
Hoping one of these days to meet you and Jenna.
Aw.
Well, I'd love it. That would be awesome. It's so cool when we meet people like this week. Boss Reseller Remix. Just some of the people that we met, and it's like you see it in their eyes. like they're starstruck, and it's like you're thinking to yourself, just no, please.
Just talk to me like I'm normal.
Yeah, I'm not that guy. I'm really not. I'm not. Joe says, howdy FAE group. Nice to see you, Joe.
Howdy, Joe.
And Kevin Hawthorne must be in hiding, but he's
Hi,
having a good
Kevin.
evening nonetheless. Nice to see you. Jovio says, who is Al anyway, or AI? He don't know everything. He don't know how to how great the FAE fam is. Shoo, AI, shoo, go on, get. Excuse me.
That's funny.
AI will look at data. Now, when I'm looking at YouTube analytics, there's so much damn data there, and I don't pretend to be a guru at this stuff, even after 5+ years of doing YouTube. And I think that I've ignored a lot of the things that YouTube has been trying to tell me all along. And to have another artificial pair of eyes looking at these things and telling me, here's what, because look, AI has all the data. I'm not the only one asking Grok, how do I improve my YouTube channel? I'm sure that it's looked at stuff and it's analyzed, and it can tell me by looking at all these channels and all these websites that keep track of this data that you should be here and you're way down here. And it's saying you need to do these things to get up here. It was telling me that there's 70 billion viewers that view only, well, not only, but they view shorts. And if I'm not putting out shorts content, then in 2025, you're not growing your channel. You're just going to be stagnant. Christy K's Thrifty Ways says, hello. Nice to see you.
Hello, Christy.
Let's see. Josh says, hello from the 51st state. I'm glad you finally admit it. Whether or not that ever happens, you will now always be known. This is going to stick. Canada will always be known as the 51st state now. Henri Squaw says, howdy, John, Jenna, and FAE chat. Nice to see you, Henri Squaw. Mark Sedek says, hello, all. I wish everyone had a big sales week. Also important to hit the like button. You'll get a sale to start off the great sales week to come. Yes, hit the like button. Get your sale within the next 24 hours. I can never explain why it works or how it works. Other channels tried to replicate it, but it just isn't the same. Hit the like button and get a sale. Larry Todd says, howdy. Nice to see you, Todd.
Hi, Todd.
Mav Vision says, hello from Pensacola, Florida.
Well, hello.
City code?
PSC?
No.
Nope, that's Pasco.
I got her. That was Pasco, Washington. See, we do this little thing where we come across cities, and we give...
PNC?
No. I believe it's PNS. But maybe I'm wrong. So we are well removed from Amtrak, but we like to still test our knowledge, if that makes sense.
We didn't use Pensacola very often because it was a bus transfer.
I got it. Boom. PNS.
Yeah, it was a bus transfer.
See right there. Amtrak city code. PNS. There it is.
Because they don't have an actual train that goes through there.
Spam says, aloha family. FAE family. Nice to see you.
Spam.
Flip It Good says, happy Monday. Nice to see you.
Happy Monday.
Ping G says, happy Monday, John and Jenna and the chat. Nice to see you, Ping.
Hi, Ping.
Ping is always there. She's always so consistent.
She is.
Primo, oh my goodness. Someone must have hacked your account because it's only spam that ever watches. But
No.
Josh Galt, aloha from the 4th territory. Pork Chop says, we'll be hitting the like button so I can get my sale. Yes, get that sale. Andy Reno says, yay. Junk Trader says, hello.
Well, hello.
And JRKR says, hi there. So nice to see you, JRKR. So we have a good mic going on. John Worldwide Weber confirmed that. And Gray D is with us. Nice to see you, Gray D. And then our buddy Mike, I don't know what time his flight is. I think he might be on the plane by now.
He's already on the plane, but
okay.
he's just trying to push out.
Oh, don't know if I have reliable Wi-Fi, so I'll hang on as long as I can. Sounds good. No one puts in more work than you. Happy 5th anniversary. Well, 5th anniversary was the 5th of January, but thank you, Mike. It's been a full 5 years, so
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
Just crazier that we've been in Vegas this long.
Yeah, Uh-oh. Someone's hitting buttons and stuff. Hold on. What's going on? Let me get down to it here.
Oh, honey.
Hold on. Wolfman says, hey, Wolfman's Goodie says, howdy, everyone. I'm scheduling my YouTube videos to drop 24 hours later so AI can watch my videos and decide who to recommend it to. Are you, I mean, is that serious? Are you really doing that?
I don't think he would say it if he wasn't.
I mean, I'd like to know more on how you're doing that.
Well, I think, isn't he just saying he's scheduling them to drop 24 hours later?
But he's also can watch the video and decide who to recommend it to.
So Al can do it?
Yeah. AI Al, yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's see. But thank you so much for that, Wolfman.
Yeah, thank you so much.
That's awesome of you.
I would like to know, are you running it through a program or just... How is that working?
Real Timeless Vintage says, good morning, everyone.
That's
well, good
actually
morning.
Bear. He had to change his...
Really?
Yeah, he had to change his name because of Etsy.
I didn't like 1900 store anymore.
I don't know the whole thing. I didn't get
Coppercat says, good afternoon, everyone. Decided to relax and listen today. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's
Isn't today the day where you eat corn? You put corn in your beef.
Corned beef cabbage.
Really? I thought you put corn in your beef and mix it together and have corned beef.
No.
That's not it?
No.
Chastity, that sounds actually kind of good.
He lived his whole life thinking he was a native Indian,
Yes.
so he has no idea what his real culture actually is.
Yes, I am Irish. Part
He is
Irish. This is how screwed up I am. You guys don't know the story. Maybe some of you know the story where my mom's side of the family, we're all kind of screwed up. Let me put it that way. They love the Indian heritage. Two of my aunts were
Native Indian.
Yeah, they were artists, and they that's all they did were to do paintings of the Indian culture and stuff. And the word that I had was my grandfather was a full-blooded Cherokee Indian. Right? I mean, I don't have a lot of hair on my arms and stuff like most people do, and legs. I don't have hairy legs at all. And that jives with
kind of weird.
I'm always warm, so I'm like, oh yeah, I'm the Indian blood.
You're actually very warm and I'm cold.
And I got a 23andMe that was sent to me for free because someone sent me a letter saying, I think I'm your sister. What? And
he's grown up as an only child his whole life.
Do a 23andMe, and it confirmed that, and it also confirmed that yeah, there's no Indian here. But so yeah, all that, and that was the storyline. I mean, I never took advantage of it or anything, but
and he has several brothers and sisters that he never knew about.
Oh my goodness, Mike!
What?
Doing things from 30,000 feet that most people never do.
Mike!
Is Mike Camparelli, $20 super chat. Thank you, buddy.
Oh, thank you.
Appreciate that. You did not have to do that at all.
Miss you already.
You know, we had a good time with Mike out here.
I didn't get enough.
I really tried to convince the man. Look, he travels all over the country, but at the end of the day, he has more reselling friends out here in Vegas than he has in any other city. And this is a great city to be for resellers. There's just all kinds of stuff. Man's retired. He can do whatever he wants. But I said, hey, we would love for you to be out here in Vegas. If you ever thought about leaving where you're at in New York, I almost gave his location out. I don't know if that's important or not. But if you ever left New York, we would love to have you here. And we had a long conversation about it the first night he got out here. And I don't know if we made some headway or not. But it would be absolutely awesome to have a yard sale partner to go to yard sales with. Used to go with Archie a lot, but he kind of like, nah, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, and it's like sometimes pulling teeth. And I gotta tell you, I would probably go to more if I had someone out here to do it with. I'm being selfish and all that. I don't know.
Or what?
Huh?
Yard
sales, yeah. It's fun when you go with someone. So we'll see how that works out. It may or may not happen, but it'd be really cool. But thank you again, Mike, for the super chat. Nice of you.
One of these too.
Keith. He gave a membership to
Devon. Got it.
So awesome. Thank you.
Keith.
Appreciate that. So we are going to, I'm glad you mentioned that because we're going to have a members only this Wednesday. Members only. Yeah. I wanted to have one last week, but it was just so much going on with everyone in town and stuff. Doing the Container Park. We did a live really from Container Park, but I want to do a live on Wednesday at the same time, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, for the members. And what we do, if you guys don't know, we go through and look at best practices and that kind of thing. We go in and look at other stores, whether it's our own or others that just random stores that we see on eBay.
There's another one.
And
Keith!
Keith's really going to work right now.
He really is.
Mavvision was gifted a membership by Keith.
How cool!
So
Thank
awesome.
you, Keith. That's so nice.
Yeah, if you happen to get a membership, just give a little thank you to Keith. It's really thoughtful of him to do that. And I think we got like 40 or 50 members, which is fine. The group is somewhat small, and usually like 15 to 20 people show up for the members only live, and it's a small group to where people don't feel like, well, I don't want to give my store out and have thousands of people look at it. It's only a handful of people who are looking at it, so it works out pretty well. Getting down to here, Keith says, John, if you make videos every day, it'll be like having you at work with me. If you could tolerate me every day, I mean, that I'm trying to work it out. It's funny, about a couple hours before doing this video, I'm like, okay, I'm done with the work that I really need to get done for the day. But of course, as a reseller, there's always work to do. And then, if you're doing it right, there's always something to be done within your business. And for me, it's like, well, there's inventory out there. Yeah, I've listed quite a bit for today for me, but I can do more. Why not take the camera and put it on my gimbal and allow it to kind of track me around? I have my mic on. You guys will be able to hear me. And then I got to the part where I needed to take photos, and I'm like, what the hell do I do now? Because I take the photos on my phone, which is now the camera.
Why can't you take your photos with your iPad?
Because that's insanely too big to be messing with. I may try to find a stand that does the iPad to record me, and then I'll just send the file over and upload it or whatever, and I'll still have my tools to do my job. So I'm still trying to figure out the logistics behind that. Henri Squaw says, I like the lives twice a week. It's great. So that's where we're not going to make any adjustments with the lives. We're just going to add more long form content. Lazy Dog Enterprises, I'm here for you. Well, thank you. Who is Lazy? That's from who's Lazy Dog Enterprises? Do we know Lazy Dog Enterprises? Because that seems familiar. But if not, thank you. I appreciate it. Primo says, FA is awesome. The lives bring our metrics down, but fills our lives with love.
Yes.
You're supposed to be working while you listen. Spam says, Jenna, you're looking fresh-faced and pretty.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I didn't have a whole lot of time to do nothing because we had so much shipping.
Yeah, it was
and
literally...
I don't move quite as quickly as I used to, so...
I was asking her, I said, are you going to make it? I don't know. I said, look, you can always come in after my diatribe. That'll buy you another 10 to 15 minutes. Porkchop says, for more content, just set up your camera while you're packing items and such. We can see your process. You can be making a video without work interruption. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's kind of what I want to do. And what I normally do, though, is I kind of go in there. I list, I prep and list 2 to 3 items.
In here a lot.
Okay. That's why I think I recognize Lazy Dog Enterprises. I've seen it before, but I thought maybe it was someone who changed their name. So I'm working in the garage, and I'm working on the app, but I don't complete the listing in the app. I'll come in here after I've had a chance to work with the item, test it, hold it, put it in the box, put it away. I know more about the condition, any issues with it. I'll come in and update the condition description, item description, and then by then I have all the information I need. I just launch it, right? So I'll have to figure that part out. Maybe it's time to get a laptop for out there. I don't know. Porkchop says, well, we already read that one. And Beard says, what up, Jenna and maybe John?
Hello, Beard.
Oh, by the way, those of you guys who are still here with me, how many people are watching, by the way? We have
142.
Wow, it's awesome. We are going to be, and then I say we, it's Scott, Bearded Picker, and myself are going to be on Nurse Picker's channel tomorrow on their live at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific.
Is her channel Nurse Picker?
Nurse Flipper.
Flipper.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Did I say Picker?
Yeah, you did.
You know what? You know why? I'm blaming this all on Kevin Commonwealth. Because he had the need to make a channel for Kevin Commonwealth Picker and Commonwealth Flipper. And now I can't tell a picker from a flipper. So I'm sorry. It's Kevin's fault. And it is Nurse Flipper's channel on YouTube. She only has not a very big channel at all. She only has 117,000 subscribers. So maybe you've heard of her. I don't know. And then Rod Picking and Punching will be on there as well. They do it together. So we will be there and make Beard. Yeah. So make sure that
nice.
Yeah, make sure that you're there.
When is that?
Tomorrow.
At
5 Pacific, 8 Eastern.
Is it alive?
It is alive. Andre Squaw says, I don't care for shorts. I love wearing shorts myself. Right now I'm wearing sweats because it's been kind of cool, but shorts feel like they are wasting my time. It's like a teaser. So what I like to do is there's a program I use that I pay for, might as well use it, that will take my existing videos, and I could say 30 second, 60 second, and it'll find clips from those, and it'll have the little pop-up words, and then I could actually go in and link it to the long video. So if you wanted to watch let's say you watch a short, and you like where the short is going, maybe 30 seconds worth, it's like, well, maybe I'll watch the whole thing, and then people click into the video from there. So 70 billion people feel otherwise, so that's kind of where things are going.
I just think a lot of the younger generation, their attention span is literally this.
Well,
and
don't get me down a rabbit hole with shorts, because I will keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. So it's not just the younger.
So it's not just me.
But I know how to self-control.
I don't have any of that.
Devon says, I have followed your channel for a long time. Yes, I know. Real Timeless Vintage says, my Etsy store, 18 days, no sales. Weird. Well, if it makes you feel any better, we are now getting close to about 270 days without a sale on Bonanza. So I know how you feel. I mean,
I even checked it.
I've been looking at my PayPal account, and there's been no activity. So I know that I haven't gotten a sale. I think they've sort of quasi shut me down. There's just no way that after this long, I was getting a sale every month, and then it just stops. I don't know. Time to do something with that. Paul Rose says, hi, John and Jenna. A few minutes late. Sorry. Can we start again? Thanks.
Hello, Paul.
Well, you can go back and look at it again. I think that wasn't much eBay stuff. That you're not missing any eBay content. Beard says, I use vidIQ and I am terrible.
Oh, stop.
Well, I had vidIQ running. It's an extension that you put in Chrome that will look at your analytics and stuff. But the free version was like teasing me. Like, okay, this is what you need to do, and they blur it out, right? So they want you to pay.
Sure.
So I think I found a thing where it's like $10 a month. It's not much at all. $10 a month, and after the third month, they just up it to $20. And by then, I'll know if it's working, because it'll generate titles. And it's kind of weird. I was messing with it before the show, and I took a photo of myself, and it wanted to take an existing thumbnail that I had, and it was going to take my photo and make another thumbnail. And it gave me a beard, and it was like crazy. And I'm like, okay, I don't have enough time to play with this thing. No. Keith says, the way James does his off-the-hip videos is awesome, but John, the way you do yours is different, but also awesome content that is us all queued up early for the shows. Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Thank you. I'm going to continue to put out the content. Like, I have literally like 5 or 6 video ideas that I want to do. I still want to do that. But there's going to be times that I just want to, off the cuff, just talk about the business, and I don't want to do it. I like to multitask. So if I can do it while I'm working, then it's a win-win. Mike says that I, for one, would be crushed if your channel went away. Since I started in reselling 5 years ago, FAA has been one constant in my reselling experience. The mug ain't all that bad, John.
Oh.
We'll see. It's leaning more towards we'll be here next year, but the thought it's really I needed something, and it's like I told her you had a conversation with Grok last night, and she looked at me. You had a conversation with Grok? What the hell stupid is that? And I'm like, well, yeah, I had a conversation with it, and I asked it questions, and it gave me, I think, some really sobering information that I need to either get my shit together or get off the pot. And so we'll find out. Coppercat says, I'd like a pop-up daily for selfish reason. I hit the like, I get a sale. There you go.
Nice.
Glad to help with that. And Real Timeless Vintage had something to say, but
No,
they got
probably
rid of it.
had.
Mav Vision says, did ask ChatGPT a question and one of your videos popped up. That's awesome.
How funny is that? That's just strange.
Some people
it's
have
cool,
posted
but
my videos before, but I look at eBay, I look at YouTube, I look at all these things that we do as a game, and that's kind of what keeps me, gets me up in the morning to get stuff done, listed. I don't just reluctantly do eBay. I don't reluctantly do YouTube. I'm excited to do it, but it all comes in an order. And if I piss my day away because of YouTube, watching videos while I'm working, or just being distracted while I'm working, then I find at the end of the day, it's like I don't even have time for myself, but yet I need to make a video. There's been many times that's happened. And restructuring my day to where, boom, by 12, 1 o'clock, I'm done with the eBay side of things. Now it frees me up. It's like, wow, I can still do YouTube and have time for myself. Now that is something that I can sign up for. So,
and you need to make time for your wife.
Mm-hmm. But I count that in my self time.
That's bullshit.
Well, that counts. It's all the same.
No.
That's how I look at it. I mean,
No.
It's not?
I don't golf. I don't bowl.
Well, I don't count that as... You know what I'm talking about. Honor Squaw says, it's about community, not views. Strive for 2% better at a time.
I agree.
And look, it's not about... And I'll say this right now. If I'm willing to walk away, it's only $600 a month that I make on this channel. It's not about the money. It's not, I got to make more money on YouTube because I got to get more views. And if I don't get more views, then... Well, why would I walk away from $600 a month? It's not hard to make these videos. It's just, if I'm going to do something, I want to do it either correctly or I'm not going to do it at all. That's kind of the way I look at it. When I do anything, whether I'm cooking or whether I'm bowling or anything, it's spend the time, get it right, or don't just wing your way through this process. Henri Squaw says, your stats would be driving me crazy. I have no unread messages.
Yeah, his drive me crazy too.
Well, that message just came up, so it may be the guy that was talking to me about his return.
But you also have offers in there too.
I'm always in my stuff, but that's what I'm saying. Literally an hour and a half to 2 hours before the show, the live, I'm putting eBay away and I'm focusing on getting ready for the show. Real Timeless Vintage. I'm watching this channel because of Jenna destroying things in your studio. LOL. She cannot touch my don't touch it. Pitco Keith says, John, you need to send offers, answer your message, and ship the items out. Well, the items are sales that were from today after our shipping cutoff at 9 a.m. So they've got to wait. The ones that I love are the ones like the guy who bought the Echovacs vacuum. Of course, he spent $200-something, so I'm sure he's anxious to get his vacuum. But he's messaging me this morning saying, hey, I see that you haven't shipped it yet. What's going on? Well, you bought it over the weekend. We ship during the week. We don't ship during the weekend. Bear says, I had to change my channel name because of Etsy. Let's see.
Devon said her sales are steady. That's
where?
awesome.
Oh, yeah. The sales are steady. That's awesome.
Yeah.
How are your sales anyway? Are your sales doing better than they were? Keith says, my final tally for the trip, 18 sales that stuck, 6 more that came and went. I reached out to all 24 buyers that I was away, and 6 canceled. As compared to last time he was here, was it back in October? Mm-hmm. He had 30 some odd sales, and not one he contacted each person, said, I'm going to be gone for a week. I'll mail it when I get there. and none canceled. So
you didn't say hi to B Nudes.
Where? Okay. Well, he was saying hi to someone else.
No,
Okay.
he
Toilets can be a pain in the butt. No pun.
Yeah.
If you sit long enough and you have the wrong material on, the cushiony toilet seats are really
those
comfortable.
are so
They only stick.
germ
They just kind of
infested.
stick to your butt. On a hot day.
Oh, those are disgusting.
Todd says Igor got a gold bar. He is okay with that. I don't know what the man
I don't
got.
know what he got.
Beard says, do I need to send Igor some big girl panties just to make him feel better? Yeah, I'm sure
He feels fine. He hasn't reached out. Nothing.
Send him the big girl panties with that song on like disc or something. The big girl panties.
Did he play that?
Anybody check out Beard's channel? He unveiled the big girl panties song that I wrote for him and compiled through AI. It's definitely worth listening to.
Where?
Well, it was on his live on Friday. He did go live on Friday, and I don't know if he's going to play it on Wednesday morning. If you guys go check out Beard's channel.
For me because he was live and then he went and did a district live sale. Did he come back?
Came back after he wanted to get people on his live to let them know, hey, I'm going to go live on district, and then he's going to talk about his experience when he got back. That's kind of how I did it. Mike says, I don't think Igor is watching. We all make mistakes. Basket Doodle, I never said don't beat yourself up. I mean, didn't say send photos of beating yourself up either. I mean, putting my finger in an electric outlet always makes me remember things. Todd says, hi, Devon, mistress of the dark. Spam says, Roomba equals cue the law and order, dun sound effect. Dun dun dun. That one?
Yeah.
I don't have anything like that, right?
No. Of course you don't.
I mean, hopefully it doesn't start his Roomba up and it does one of those. That would suck. Paul says, John, poor Igor, abused from the Dr. Frankenstein and you. I heard he got a jolt from the electrodes today, too. Let's see. Basket Noodle says, I like the videos of the cats riding the Roombas. That would be awesome.
That is funny. If only we could
If
get
I
our
was a
dog
cat
there.
or a dog, I would be the first one to line up for that ride, right? That would be so cool. Andy says, yeah, I'm first. If it says anything different, I'm blaming your mouse.
Yeah.
We don't have any beer coupons.
Huh?
Noodles, Basket Noodles, here for the
beer. We
coupon.
don't have beer coupons. No.
Beard says, that's it. No more thinking, John. Just do according to Yoda. Do or do not. There is no try. I believe that's not my best Yoda.
That's not your best.
Yes.
Believe me, he says it to the kids all the time.
Lazy Dog Enterprises. John, you're always at your best when you speak from your heart. Well, thank you. I appreciate you. I mean, how else can you speak? I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you guys. That's just ridiculous. It's a waste of my time. Yeah. Roomba plus cats equal magic.
Yeah.
Yes. Do they have TikTok videos of cats riding the Roomba?
Uh-huh, yeah.
They don't need to show me. I'll take your word for it. Bear says, new trend on TikTok, chicken banana, LOL. I don't know. It might be a new trend. Keith says, can you have built a community of, you have built a loyal community of loyal members that are always here no matter what your channel's about. Community, not views. You guys are a family. You can't divorce us. No. I mean, it's just, I'm going to do it better is what I'm saying. And if I can't get myself to do it better, then I don't want to do it. That's just kind of where I'm at. Beard says, Johnny says she likes the cows but wants to know if you're watching the horses.
I do watch the horses. I watch.
Who's Gina Johnny?
I think he's trying to say Jenna. Joni says she likes the cows but wants to know if you're watching the horses. Yes, I do watch all the horses as well. Horses, mini cows, mini goats, mini donkeys. They hold a very special place in my day.
Mark Sedek says, we love your channel. Don't go anywhere. What could help? Let Jenna play a bigger part. Let Jenna open the show every other time. Let her speak more than just your view. Jenna mic low today. Well, we got the same mic, so there's no Jenna mic low. But
Jenna mic doesn't exist.
See,
I mean,
you can grab the mic if you want.
No, everybody calls it. It's a penis.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work. It's very... This mic has problems, so it's more like that now.
I think it does work. It's just not with this type of setup.
Mark, she doesn't want to do more. She just doesn't want to. Like, I'll be gone, not this Friday, but the following Friday. And she has her sister coming over, so it's going to be a non-starter there. But it's been like pulling teeth to get her to fill in for me when I'm gone.
I don't like doing it by myself at all. But I don't think that's what he's saying.
Well, no, but like, open the show.
Oh,
you want to open the show?
I don't want to open the show.
Why not?
I don't have...
Let you speak more.
I don't do it. Don't do it.
It's not doing it. For some reason, it's not... The camera's not working.
You're not...
The camera's broken, honey.
That's good. I'm glad.
So
anyway, I just don't have the words to put together to formulate all those type of things like he does.
Well, I don't have half the words. I make up my own half of the words that I say. So,
true.
Josh Galt, we want channel.
We want channel. Like
Mike Mecco, Mike says this has been absolutely the best channel around, and it doesn't require any improvement. Don't change a thing, and don't sweat the subs. The loyal viewers will always be here. It's just a goal. It's just a goal that I want the best. I want the best, and it's like selling on eBay, and like, well, I guess my store is okay, but knowing that if I did these few things, I would do better. It would make me crazy to know that, and I would want to do better. So. If you get bombarded with more content, that's what's happening. Mike says, and you aren't doing it for the money anyway. I'm not. I think, I can actually make, for the time that I spend, I probably spend a solid 2 hours on Mondays and Fridays to get the show ready. I probably spend another hour and a half on the days that I do a video that I launch. That's, let's just call it 10 hours a week. 40 hours a month is more profitable in my eBay business, building my main business with that 40 hours a month, making more than $500 to $600 out of that time. So it's not about money. It's not. Mark says, hard to hear Jenna today. Her mic is off or turned down low.
No, it just might be me.
It might be me.
It just might be that I'm talking lower.
It might be that I need to turn the gain up a tad. Maybe it's too much. So, Tess cooks for you. Wow, Tess. Our eBay sales are slightly increasing. For the past week, we've been changing item thumbnails, subtitles, and prices on 20 to 30 items per day, and have seen an increase in 20,000 impressions per day. Mm-hmm. That's awesome. That's awesome.
That's really awesome.
And that's the thing. You want to try to find ways to increase the impressions, and by increasing the impressions, impressions don't translate to sales, but those are opportunities. If you look at every shot that Michael Jordan took, we're talking thousands of shots. He didn't make all those shots, and every shot he took, let's say, was an impression. And if he was told you only get half of the shots, we're going to let some of the other players take the shots, and you get half the shots, he would not be known as the greatest. Don't tell me LeBron is, because he's not. He would not be known as the greatest player of all time. But Tess, awesome. And I see your name, Tess Cooks for You. And that was a kind of a thing I was talking to Mike about. Kind of a thing we were talking about. Maybe even starting a cooking channel, because it's something that I love to do. I just don't have time.
Well, for one, you don't have time, and for two, you're not really open to cooking things that
I'm a very picky
you won't
eater.
Eat.
I do not like certain ingredients, certain things, and it would be...
it wouldn't go well.
I don't know. Duncan says, if you sent the wrong item to Igor, then you'll have something else to sell and won't be able to find the item. No need to do a 1099 since you lost $600. Yeah, but even if I lost $600, it won't dent what I made. I'm getting a 1099 100%. But we found the item. We relisted it, and I'm hopeful that it'll sell here pretty soon. Biff says, I've been touring a time audit for a long time. You don't have to allow yourself just one break every 4 hours, but it's good to see how much time you really spend working.
Yeah, he's talked about that a couple times.
Yeah, and then when you're at your station, set a timer. When you step away, pause the time.
You could
I think
try.
I think it's like anybody here. I play a game with my bank account, so there's times I know how much I have in my bank account for the most part, but there's times I don't want to look at it because I don't want to see the number go down. It's weird. I don't want to see. I don't want the truth. I want to be oblivious to it, and I just do my thing. That's kind of how sometimes I roll, and I don't want the truth.
Yeah, but if you're striving to do better, wouldn't
I do, but I'm being 100% honest with you guys. This is just kind of the way my mind works, and I don't quite want it to be a 9 to 5 operation where I feel like someone's over my shoulder, like 97.2% productivity the entire time while I'm working. But at the end of the day, I also know that if I want my days to be like today, where I can get my stuff done by noon, 1 o'clock, and have the rest of the day to do whatever the heck I need, either like taxes, the things that I need to do, or wants, the things that I want to do, then I need to be on point from the time I get up to the time I'm done with that task. Chassis says, I've had 3 item not received and probably have a 4th on the way. 2 showed up after I refunded. 1 hopefully delivers tomorrow because I don't want to refund $280. So Chastity, if an item not received case was open, and we have one that we got to deal with on your account before it times out. An item not received case was opened, and you refunded the money, and then they were delivered. Want to call eBay and let them know that they forced you to refund the buyer. Their process did not allow the buyer to be patient, to allow that item to arrive to the buyer, and they need to make you whole. Every time that I've called them, they have done that. So it's worth the phone call. I mean, this is a $5 item. It may not be worth the phone call. But if it's a higher priced item, it's worth the phone call. Get the rep on the phone, and either they're going to help you or get me in touch with the department that can, because this is just not right. The eBay's process requires you to do that. So let me, as I'm yapping, I just seeing about this item not received case. What happened to it? Okay, here it is. But I closed that one, so they're closed. Okay, so maybe I did refund them already. Okay, so that's the thing with item not received cases. You're not out of luck if you refund the money, because eBay has told you, you have to refund it by this day. So make sure that you're covering yourself, because eBay, they're not gonna give you the money back unless you call them. Jenna looks 22 today.
22? I wish I was 22. There's a lot of things I would do differently.
Am I one of those mistakes?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I wish I had you.
Devon says, John, I learned from other resellers' mistakes, and you're the only channel that admits his mistakes, and we all learn. Yes. Sometimes I think I give out too much information about my mistakes, to be honest with you. Devon says, it kind of sounds like you're setting yourself for burnout.
Squaw said that.
Henri Squaw, sorry. Sounds like you're setting yourself for burnout, John. No. I mean... he
doesn't really get burnout very often. I mean, it's been very seldom in the last 6 years that between YouTube and reselling and life, there's only been a few times where he will say, I'm just tired.
Yeah, there's times
but it's not as often as maybe someone else would be. He likes to work. He enjoys it. He gets fulfilled from it. And whether that work is being doing the eBay thing or YouTube, he still sees it as work, as well as, when he's got to cook me dinner at night. He likes to stay busy.
Yeah, I do. And, it turned out that I did not receive was on my main account. And good old Puerto Rico.
You know what? I sent out 4 Roombas.
To Puerto Rico?
To Puerto Rico.
Oh, no.
4.
Okay, we're putting an end to that today. And the reason why I say this is I sold one Roomba. These are new Roombas, by the way.
Yeah.
And they got it, and it says they open a return request, and it says no Espar, no Aspire, and that means does not suck. That was the translation. Look, does not suck. So I then responded using the translate, and I said, okay, there's a new unit. Make sure it's charged up before you use it, because it won't suck anything until you actually get it charged up. And if you're going to still return the item, make sure you send everything back. But I don't like the idea that, there's just something funny about Puerto Rico between the shipping to Puerto Rico.
I even said it out loud. You must not have been in your office. I said, what is with everybody buying Roombas in Puerto Rico? I literally sent out 4 Roombas, 2 to the same person. It was very bizarre.
Huh. Well, I think it's time to go into the Ground Advantage policy and do away with... I just don't want to deal with the item not receives. It seems like half of the item not receives that I'm seeing are Puerto Rico. Yeah. And a lot of times the returns are from Puerto Rico. I'm not feeling that. So we'll see. We'll see how this turns out. I'm probably going to turn that off. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about Puerto Rico?
I want to go visit, like a vacation.
Paul Rose says, John, Jenna, you do what works for you guys, but nobody who watches now has any complaints. Just don't spread yourself too thin. It gets too much. Throttle back again a touch. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Timeless Vintage says, I changed my website name and viewer jumped 300%.
3,000.
3,000%. I put my energy in my website, but no sales yet. Good person to kind of watch on that is Josh Galt. I don't know when he's going to make another video, but he talks about his Shopify all the time. Mike says, the reselling space is limited. Maybe do another channel that addresses a larger, more general audience, and you'll crush it. Any ideas for the category? And my first thought was cooking and stuff, but she's not supportive of that.
I am supportive of it, but you're not versatile enough. You're not. You don't like to dip your toes into. I like spicy noodles. He would not do that. He would not.
Just because I don't.
You are a steak and potatoes kind of guy, and that's it. You like to barbecue, smoke the meat, macaroni and cheese. You can whip something up like nobody else's business, but you're not versatile like when it comes to food.
Okay. So you're saying that I couldn't make like recipes for people like me?
I'm sure you could. I just don't think you would get the longevity of that kind of a channel.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't seem to find Puerto Rico, by the way. And for whatever reason, it has been a 2-day handling.
Did you put the FedEx packages
I did do it to FedEx. So let's see what else we have here. Basket noodle. I'm a little teapot short and stout. This is my handle. Pour my brains out. What in the world's going on? Mike G says, good evening. Good sales weekend as well as today, despite working way less than I normally do. My store is 16% depleted right now. Really need to reload this week. Mm-hmm. I know how you feel. I've been there. My main store is at 225. Is it 225? I think it's 225, which is pretty decent for that store, my main store. Usually I am like... Let's see, use 235 right now, not 225. I'm usually under 200, so I'm happy for that. I want to get it up to 300. I have enough merchandise to put in my main account to get me over 500 items if I wanted to. Happy Reality, Passion Happy, says, wish eBay would find ways to give us more exposure. Now, they are talking, I don't know if you guys saw this on e-commerce bites. So, first of all, shout out to Ina Steiner. She does great work over there. Let me show you here. So it's eBay to reward sellers for social media shares. So eBay rewards sellers for sharing links on social media that result in a sale through a new affiliate program called the Ambassador Program. While part of the existing EPN, this eBay Partner Network, Ambassador members will not be able to use APIs, or nor will they have a rate card. I don't know what a rate card is. Instead, the EPN Ambassador Program will reward participants for social sharing certain listings predetermined by eBay, so it's not even your choice.
Wow.
And commission rates will change dynamically. Look, I know that there's a program right now for sellers or eBay YouTubers to showcase their store on, on their YouTube videos or whatever, and get like a commission. I haven't done that. I don't know.
I just find it a turnoff, to be quite honest. I don't want to be on Instagram and, I follow someone because they show their puppies. And all of a sudden now I'm seeing on they're posting their stuff for sale that's in their eBay store. That would turn me off and I wouldn't follow anymore. That's just me.
Andy says, blink 3 times if you need us, Jenna.
Okay, I will.
Are you in a bad place or what? What's going on?
No, I'm
You being
fine.
held against your will?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm very hungry. Can you hear my stomach growling?
I know.
It's
Beard says you can get a lot of views, John, if you just let Jenna slug you. So you're saying I should record those moments?
no.
Biff says someone's getting flowers tomorrow. I don't want flowers tomorrow.
What's tomorrow?
I don't know. What's flowers?
Who's getting flowers?
I think this is after I did the little pincharoo.
Oh.
I now have check this out. I went in and I changed it to where we have a timestamp on the remarks now, the comments. You guys can't see it, but I can.
Oh, I did. I did notice that. I was
you guys are
wondering-
cute, John and Jenna. Love you.
Ah, we love you.
Basket Noodle says, I'd corned beef and cabbage. Every lady I'd ever been with, which ain't many, all been Irish. I wrote Congress about it. Paul Rose says, Jenna looks a lot brighter today.
Well, thank you.
Mike said at about 30 minutes ago.
I don't think he has any more.
I'm pumping out a lot of comments because we're still on the ground. Hope I'm able to stay connected for the whole show. I think this is an important episode, and your most devoted viewer must be here. Well, I'm just glad you
I just want you to have a safe trip home.
Yeah. Mike Jesus, doing good, Bear. Nice, restful weekend. How are you going with your product research or your product search? So, Bear, for those of you guys who don't know, Bear is in Japan. And I believe in the Discord, if you guys aren't in the Discord following us, what are you waiting for? There's some good conversations going on over there. But Bear was talking to, I believe, Big Dre, and they talked about a version of an album that's, I don't know if it was on cassette or whatever, but it sold for like $70 in the US. It's a Japanese version of whatever artist that was. And out there in Japan, it's like, I see these all the time for $2. It's like, that's a crazy easy flip right there. $2 into 70. There's so many things like that. Versions, Japanese versions. And so let's forget Japan for a second. If you're in a certain country in the world and you have a version of that U.S. thing, people in the U.S. want that. There's collectors of that. Mm-hmm. Gail's with us, but late. Hello, Jenna
Gail.
and Flippin' Family. Nice to see you. Basket Noodles is one of my favorite words. Analization. If you love it. Dumpster to eBay food finds. Dumpster to eBay food finds? So
different.
you're finding food in the dumpster to eat and you're putting it on eBay? I don't know. I need more information on that. John beat the wife because his YouTube not enough views.
Yeah, that would never happen.
No, that doesn't happen
I
here.
am
But
too
if you're
feisty.
looking for that kind of a video, I'm sure that there's some content out there that
Yeah.
you can look at.
Yeah.
But that ain't this channel. Paul Rose says, happy St. Patty's Day and 5th anniversary.
Well, thank you, Paul.
It's
Happy St. Patty's.
It's my mother's birthday. It is. Wink 55. How far in advance do you?
Everything always, like all the deaths and the birthdays of our loved ones are all on holidays. What's going on with that?
I don't know. Wink 55. How far in advance do you make your videos, and how much time do they take to put together? Solid hour and a half for a pre-recorded video. 15, 20 minutes to record, another 30 minutes to go through and edit, and then upload. Maybe an hour and a half, just being safe. Mm-hmm. Mike says, "What does AI know?" Just listen to all the comments. AI will never sub to the channel. Yeah, you're right.
True.
Happy Reality, Passion Happy says, "I wonder, is it because of the economy and people not spending money? Maybe you're talking about slow sales, or because people are always going to look at YouTube.
Yeah.
Unless they go somewhere else."
I think it's more like sales.
Devon says, "John, you can take pieces of your lives and make shorts. People do it all the time." I have this thing called Opus Clip, and it's pretty cool. It allows you to go through and do all that kind of stuff, and it uses AI. Heck, where would we be without AI? I mean, it's...
Well, I could say...
I don't know. I think of AI as the smartphone. So we had the smartphone, and people thought when it first came out, I don't need a damn phone. I'll make a phone call when I get home. But, fast forward 5 years after the smartphone, came out, and almost everyone had a smartphone. And so now AI has sort of hit the forefront, because AI has been around for a while, but it's really gotten popular the last couple years. Give it another 3 years. I think people will be looking at AI the way they look at their cell phone. So if we look at this here, so I have AI, and it'll go in and I'll do the video that I did here, because I did some there. It'll take bits and pieces of a video that I've made, and it'll put a score on it, and you just listen to it. You can edit it, and then it'll even launch it for you like it did today. So, eBay doesn't care about you, the truth.
Mike is still in the chat, but he's 800 miles away.
So he has his Wi-Fi going.
Good old Wi-Fi.
Awesome. Well, glad to keep you company on your flight.
Yeah.
Bear says, "John, in Japan, your like button is broken." LOL. It's only U.S. only at this point. We're working on an international.
That's not true.
Is it not?
That's not true.
Well,
it's worldwide, but right now maybe there's.
I promise you, Bear.
It's delayed.
If you start taking my advice,
within 24 hours.
Look for items. Who hasn't sold an item in a long time?
No, I know.
Look for items that are Japanese variants of things that people want in the U.S., and you will be surprised the things that you'll find and be able to sell. Paul says, "Top learn to speak Irish phrase. Whale oil beef hooked." Whale oil beef hooked?
Top learn to speak Irish phrase. Whale oil beef hooked.
I don't know. That must be...
I don't know what that means.
That must be a different language, because I don't understand it. CW Trading says, "Hey everyone, had a great weekend on eBay. Just got in here a few minutes ago, but I hope you guys did as well."
We did, and I'm so glad that you did.
Had a really good weekend. Those are the kind of weekends we're trying for. So, just going to keep pushing. Like I said, I've got 3 pallets, and I'm gearing up already for my trip. My trip is next week from Tuesday afternoon until probably Sunday sometime, Sunday morning-ish. Sometimes I come back Saturday night. So I'm currently gearing up not only to list for today, but I've also been listing in my draft. And that way I can launch listings, every day, have listings launched every day while I'm out there. Happy Tuesday morning for you. Wink 55 says, "eBay is getting to the point that if you aren't selling with tons of listings or only concentrate on high money dollar items, it is becoming not worth it." I can understand how you feel. On my second account, it's 75 today, 50 tomorrow, 150 the next day. And the type of items we're selling are items anywhere between $10 and $30. and you really have to scale that, like maybe James Helferstay, to make something like that work. Otherwise, if you only have 1,000 items in your store and you have 10 to 20, $30 items, it's not going to be enough to sustain most people's bills, if I'm being honest about it. Paul says, yeah, John, Devon makes a very good point. A lot of channels cut up their lives and release them as individual topics a day or so later. Maybe the way to go if you need content that isn't live. So I have a short going out every day, today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, and then I need to just work on some more. It's really not hard. I just really, the Opus clip does all the work for me. John Doe says, I think 2025 will be a great year as long as I keep improving. Dropped off 11 packages today. That's awesome. That is awesome. Swifty. That's got to be my favorite name. The Swifty Flipper. Swifty Flipper.
Swifty. Swifty.
Swifty Flipper. Says, hey, John, Jen, and FA chat. How was your weekend sales? Finally got my son this weekend after 5 weeks. Sales are starting to pick up, so listing 20 a day is paying off. Life is good. There you go.
5 weeks without him. Oh my
Love
gosh.
that. And you got the corned beef.
Corn cow.
Yes, the corned beef.
Corned beef.
Yeah, it's just a great recipe. You take your ground beef and, season it up and get your... You can either use cream corn or you can use regular corn and mix it in there and then over a bed of noodles.
Oh my god.
Try that. There, your corned beef.
That's disgusting.
Or you can pour it over cabbage if you want. Wink55 says, Devon, the last 2 years, the return has been getting tighter and tighter as people have not been spending as much. True. But you saw in that stat, I'm up 13% from over last year. Yes, I do follow my I just look, Bear, I do follow my own Discord. I'm just not in there every day. I just it's something that I go on when I just can. And I think if a lot of us found a place to go and just talk, then it would be the Discord would be a better place, I think. But I am in there all the time, aren't I? You see me in there all the time.
I only see you in there sometimes at night.
Yes.
But I don't see you a lot during the day, so...
Because I'm working.
I know.
I don't have time to... See, that's just the thing. I don't do any of the social media stuff until nighttime. So if you send me an Instagram message, if you're sending me messages, generally I won't... I can't stop what I'm doing to do all that. Biff says, John's Native American name was Chief Flipping Pallets. Yes. Todd says, I could share here I'm part Sasquatch.
Oh, no, he doesn't need any hairy legs.
Matt Vision says, we haven't had Amtrak in a long time.
It's true. In Pensacola.
Yeah. Brenda Smith says, I mailed a package through USPS going to Pennsylvania, went to Indiana, then Tennessee, back to Massachusetts, now back to Indiana.
What the heck?
Ugh. It's horrible.
It is. I just don't understand how it works, I guess.
Cassandra, LOL, the Irish statement probably means, well, I'll be farked. I don't know if that's what you meant to say.
I think it's the other word.
And you know what? This thing drops me all the way down, doesn't it? It does. It did. I'm not skipping comments, I promise. So I'm going to go back up to... Paul Rose says, John speak with forked tongue. Need change name Chief Cashing Chips. Lazy Dog Enterprises. I'm not a member. What's that about?
Huh? I'm not a member.
Well,
they want to know what being a member.
So being a member, most channels have it, not all, but most channels, it's $2.99, and you go to the bottom where it shows a little $sign by the chat, and you can click on that, and you can become
but they want
a member.
They know how to do it, I'm sure, but they want to know what.
Well, we put out extra content, like content that I don't think is like 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 people want to watch, and it's more for the fans, the real fans of the channel. We also do we try to do it 2 times a month, where we do the monthly roundtable, where we go in and just look at each other's stores, and we give each other, best practices, and sometimes we take away what you shouldn't be doing in your listing. So that's kind of what we do, and it's not something I would do for the masses because I really don't want to throw viewers channels out there for everyone to see. I would never do that. Baskin says, I'm a flower child, pluck me. Mavish says, whoop whoop, thanks for the gift, that's awesome. John, your vlogs are really good too, so maybe I need to do more of that. I was doing some when I was driving to like pick up pallets, and people would be like, stop making videos while you're driving. Like, it's like, okay, it's no more distracting than having someone in my passenger seat. Mike says, more yard sales? I think you just clinched the deal. Let me put it this way, Mike. I will believe it when I see it. Not to saying that you won't, but, you know, I'm the kind of guy, I tend not to want to get my hopes up about things. So, 1900 store is done. Cannot TM because of the numbers in my name. New name, maybe new luck. Maybe.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Todd says, if I videoed my daily, there would be scenes of farting and scratching my ass. And there would be people on there that would love it.
Ew! Wow.
And they would be wondering, why aren't you bottling this up and putting it on eBay?
That's disgusting. Come on, man.
But there's people that are buying that right now. Duncan says, I still can't afford the $29.99 FEA daily membership. It's never been that high.
Never been
that high. Your daily membership, if you want the breakdown, your daily membership is, what is it? What?
It's not even a penny.
Is it a penny a day?
I mean,
no, that's BS.
$2.99.
No. It's not even. It's at like 10 cents a day. 10 cents a day is what the FAE daily membership is. 10 cents. Joe Samard, on Monday and Friday, I always make sure my housework is done by 3 p.m. Well, that's awesome.
You guys are so cool. I just love our people.
L. Webb says, maybe you're thinking of the Lazy Dog restaurant in Town Square. That's what reminds me of when I hear that.
Yeah.
So you're in Vegas too. Darn it. You said Town Square.
No, that's this person.
Yes. I'm saying L. Webb is in Vegas too.
Oh, maybe.
Because you wouldn't be talking about Town Square. We need to go to Town Square. I want to go check it out. Town Square. They've got I think that's where the Lazy Dog restaurant is. But they have that Tiger Woods miniature golf course there, too. I want to check that out. Called Pop Stroke, I think. Tamara Lynn says, howdy, all. Nice to see you.
Hello, Tamara.
Junk Trader Nissa says, only children unite. Flipper. Car Gambler, what do you do if a customer wants to delay shipping after a purchase? Thank you. So a lot of times you'll have buyers that'll say, I won't be home until this date. Can you make sure you ship it out later so that it's not sitting on my porch before I get home? And there's nothing you can do because eBay, I mean, you can take the chance, but what is going to happen is you're going to get hit for a late on your metrics because you're not getting the item scanned in time and by whatever handling time you have, and it's not going to arrive within the window that eBay's promised the buyer. Doesn't matter what side conversation you've had, so that'll be chalked up as a late. Now, of course, the buyer won't give you a negative, but the way you do it is tell them that, I got to ship it out by this date. Maybe you have 3 days handling. Bump it as far back as you can to the 3 days if that helps. But if that's not long enough, you're going to have a conversation with the buyer that if you don't want me to ship it out by tomorrow, then the only option is to give you a refund, unwind the deal, and when you're ready, then to buy it, and we'll get it out in the mail. Paul Rose says, just remember, nose picker, burger flipper. Basket says, got it, Indian hairless shorts and pickin' next. Mike says, shameless plug, Mary and I will be on Kat's show on April 8th.
Oh, so, look at that.
Kat is Nurse Flipper, not to be confused with Nurse Picker. I don't know what the hell I was thinking of Kevin Commonwealth's channel. But nonetheless, it's Nurse Flipper, and they will be on that show on the 8th. But
April 8th.
April 8th. Well, we've already passed March 8th, so kind of hard to go back on.
I don't need any kind of lip coming back.
Bear says, I went rollerblading. I came back and I needed Ben Gay. Yep, it's called getting old.
Rollerblading is not for the weak.
Paul says late shipment, damn predictive. Yep. Basket Noodle says actually multitasking induces stress on the brain strudel.
Ooh.
So like toaster. Is that why your brain feels like toaster strudel? Our brains are designed to multitask. They are designed to multi-process. That is different. Well, I'm gonna make if I can make most days work like today went, then I'll be good with that. Keith says you better be here next year. I'll have to come to Las Vegas and kick you up the butt.
Do it.
Well, as long as Keith is here watching the channel, because he went away. Remember, Keith took off from us for a while. So as long as he doesn't pull another stunt like that, then I have my motivation to stay. Basquindo says ooze are not designed to multitask. O's or ooze?
I don't know.
Devon says ChatGPT had John video on that is awesome. You saying to make a video on the AI stuff? Andy Reno says, hey there, FA family, what mileage tracker do you use? Lately, Miles IQ have only been tracking about half my drives. So I use Everlance. They charge like $60 a year, but it's part of the expenses that I calculate when I'm doing my taxes. Larry, way out.
Larry.
Nice to see you, Larry.
Hello.
Devon says, can ChatGPT show my items to sell? No.
Can they do listing? That's what I would love.
Now, here's what people are saying. Within a few years, we're going to be able to go, and I think right now you can kind of do it. You can actually go in and tell AI to write me a program that'll work in Windows or whatever that will do X, Y, and Z. So why then wouldn't people use ChatGPT, maybe have to pay for the more expensive versions, and have it write you a personalized program that interfaces with your eBay account that will look at the photos you've taken and know what photos are for what listings, know what the item is, like eBay has that tool already, and create your listings for you based on sold comps, to do all that work for you. I think in the next year or two, there's going to be software like that that's going to be out there for the masses. But from what I understand, you could actually go right now and have AI code that for you. I don't know. That's just my thought. Why hasn't that been done yet? Basquindo says multitasking in a computer is basically slicing time to various processes. Yep. Mm-hmm. Multiprocessing would be using multiple CPU cores towards a task. Our brain is designed more like the latter than the former, but it needs to be trained to be effective. Yeah. I have always multitasked in some way, shape, or form, though. I could be on Beards Live on Friday night, have a full understanding and focus of the conversation, and actually be involved in the conversation while sourcing and doing all my other eBay stuff at the same time. Basket Noodle, when I worked in schools, I worked with high-risk kids, bad grades towards training.
At risk.
With at-risk kids, bad grades towards training it. The results were nothing less than miraculous. Yeah. Christy says, anytime new eBay guides come up, I wait to see what your take is. Helps clarify. Plus, last thumb up, I got 3 sales. Does it work retroactively? Well, I don't know. I haven't tried it. But go through all my videos. Hit the thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. But I thank you for that. That's pretty awesome of you. And I don't always get to the stuff that comes out. I realize that. I need to do better. Mav Vision says, I hit the like, but I'm on vacation heading to Tennessee for the week. Ooh. Kids on spring break.
Nice. We'll have trip. So much fun.
That sounds fun.
But be very safe.
Basket, for example, you can listen to classical music while reading or working. The brain lights up doing considerably more processing.
Oh my God. I would hurt somebody if I had to listen to classical music.
I don't know if I want
for
quiet.
Anything longer than 30 seconds.
I want quiet when I'm reading. Flipping from the trailer says sales are okay. Had an okay weekend.
Well, good. Okay is better than not good.
Yeah, it's better than a bad one. Sal R says cushion toilet seats. What is this? 1985? Is there a rug in the bathroom too?
No.
How about a rug on the toilet seat? Oh man, that could cause some problems.
That's just not sanitary at all.
But if you live in a cold area, so instead of sitting on a cold toilet seat when it's like 20 below, you have a little bit of warmth.
Heated bidet toilet seat.
Larry Todd had a buyer cancellation this morning. An air purifier, $240. Buyer reason: my mom died. Okay, I sell things and they die. LOL. So maybe the buyer bought it for the mom, and because she passed away, he had no need for it anymore. Baskin, but you could train it. Many professional race car drivers train towards multi-processing. Now, are we talking about race car drivers or race card drivers? Okay. Let's see. Messing me up again. Paul Rose. Yes, I popped on briefly just in time for the Big Girl Panty song. LOL. Big Girl's song was great, John, and enjoyed the live. That was a fun one when Beard played that.
That was pretty... I mean, I didn't hear it when he played it, but I heard it beforehand.
Baskin says, sea brain is an organ. The more it is used, the more agile it becomes.
Yeah, I need
Biff says, that Yoda sounded like Ricardo Montalban.
It wasn't very good.
It wasn't my best. John says, hi, John Gaynor says, hi, Jenna and John. Your show is the real deal with the honesty and with giving a sale with just a thumbs up. Where else can you go to get that? When the show is over, I have a smile on my face. Well, that's awesome. Well, some shows try to say, hit the like button, get the sale.
Yeah, and that's not genuine because they didn't think of that.
That's not real.
That's a flip.
That if you get a sale off of one of those, it's got to be like just a coincidence.
Yeah.
Silver hair, Jenna tried.
Yes,
that would be awesome. Andres Cross says, oh good, I can't watch on the 28th, so I'm glad I won't be missing out. That is the 28th. 28th, we will not be having a live. Yeah. This Monday, this Friday, what the hell day is today?
Today is Monday.
Yeah, this Friday and the following Monday.
Don't mess me up. You know I'm on
this Friday and the following Monday, we will be.
We will have Friday, Monday, and then...
You have it written down as John Golf Trip
Don't. That's not what that says.
Why does it say that?
Why would you say it out loud?
Oh, that's an OBG, okay, appointment. I thought you said John Golf Trip Orgy. I'm like, what?
You're an idiot. I mean, honestly.
Like, the mice are away, the cats will play, or the cats are playing with the mice.
I have an appointment before you leave. Sometimes I really just...
Time to sell collectibles says, hello, FAE. I'm always late. I just want to say FAE Live is just an enjoyment with real, witty, and sarcastic personality of John and Jenna. That's awesome.
I didn't read any of that.
You didn't?
Where are you?
This went nuts on me just now. Right here. There it is. You want to read it?
Yeah.
Read it out loud.
Hello, FAE. I am always late. I just want to say FAE Live is just an enjoyment with the real, witty, and sarcastic personality of John and Jenna, which is very accurate.
Also, they say Grok is designed to compete with other AI in the AI world. Keep your live feed real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Real Timeless Vintage Bear says, even if you go live at 3 a.m., I'll be watching. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome.
3 a.m. our time or 3 a.m. your time?
Paul Rose says, I also play a game with my bank account. I call it Try Not to Go Over the Overdraft Limit. Frank says, YouTube ain't easy.
That's true.
It ain't, really. It's, it gets discouraging at times. It's the people who sometimes make it like, why am I even doing this for? You see, like, a lot of people want to just give you crap over things, and it's like, it's not worth it. But you guys make it worth it. Baskin says, Roombas help clean up after hurricanes. Now, that's multitasking. And Todd got his second sale.
Yay!
Baskin Noodle, I think they also allow marriages top vacuum cleaners there. Maybe not.
Huh?
Oh, marriages to vacuum cleaners.
Allow marriages.
2 vacuum cleaners there. See, words are important. If you say top vacuum cleaners, it throws us off. Devon says, my son is in Canada for spring break. He just called.
Oh, I'm so glad he called.
What's in Canada for spring break?
He's on spring break.
What's there for spring break?
I don't know.
Paul Rose says, you should have a message. I'm glad you're happy with your purchase. Devon says, I have a friend in Puerto Rico. Mm-hmm. And Bobby's Kicks got a package back today that I sent out on the 10th of December. Return label said buyer refused. So now, did you get an item not received case? Did they ask you where the hell's my package kind of thing? That's weird. So I would wonder. Some people say don't do anything. I don't know. Do you reach out to the buyer? It's been, what now, 70 days? Real Timeless Vintage. I started my journey from fat to fit back from 242 to 198 in 3 months. I was a personal trainer.
Yeah.
I need some fit from fat. Henri Squaw says, Henri Squaw says, do a channel on AI features.
That would be huge.
Yeah. I might do a video on that. Mike says, you have a nice balance. Work like a nut for as long as possible, but when a diversion presents itself, golf tourney, poker game, friends visiting, bowling, you don't hesitate to take off. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, if I didn't have those things to look forward to, then I probably would have burnout a long time ago. I think it's important to find that thing, whether it's every night, every weekend, or whenever, like maybe once or twice a week, where you can get away from the reselling grind or YouTube, whatever it is. And when you get back, you're not burnt out. You know there's another thing around the corner that you can look forward to. Cassandra says, adventurous when it comes to food. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not adventurous.
Time to sell collectibles. John, need to teach Jenna not to hit the golf, or how to hit the golf ball. No. That's a video all in itself. She will get up there and okay, hit the golf ball. And that's not how you do it.
Not how
yes,
I do
you
it.
do.
No, I have not.
You use just your hands. You don't even use your arms.
That is true.
Jackie says, hi all. Better late than never.
Well, hello,
nice
Jackie.
to see you, Jackie.
We're glad you're here.
Basket Noodle says, time to go feed Mr. Puskin. Take care of everyone. God bless.
Well, enjoy your evening, B-Nudes.
Crazy New York driver. Joe DeMarco won't sell to Puerto Rico either after bad experiences. He does auto parts.
Yeah.
So we've already mailed these out. So I guess we'll see how it goes. This is what I'm going to do. Puerto Rico's still in play. Puerto Rico's still in play in my business policies. If this return turns out to be a hot mess and something goes wrong with those other 4, then it's going to be done.
Well, on the person that bought 2, I did insure that.
Yeah. You did insure them?
Uh-huh.
Well, they come with $100 insurance, so why did you insure it for
because
more?
There were 2 in one shipment.
Okay, that makes sense. So
so I did do good.
And then...
Andy Reno says, speaking of FedEx, the driver upped the weight from 5.4 pounds to 28 pounds
What?
and added $29 of shipping on a $21 item.
What the heck?
So it could be that your dimensions, their calculation was it needs to be a 28-pound item because of the dim weight. And it should do that for you, but interesting.
You cannot, on FedEx, you cannot do ounces. It can only be in pounds. So that 5.4 should be 6.
Paul has a question. I guess it was for Andy, but maybe I'll read it anyway. Often in depots, multiple packages up getting weighed together on conveyor belts, and they know it. Common problem in UK. I've had it waived multiple times. Oh, you mean the package is weighed incorrectly? So you can dispute it. If you've bought the label through eBay, you can call eBay and they can dispute it. But I mean, that's what they've done for me in the past. Jovial says, when sending item in poly bags with USPS, what dimensions do y'all use? Well, here's what we do. I will take an item. Let's say I do the bag and the box in a bag a lot. And we put a layer of bubble wrap around the box. Because if I know it's going ground advantage. So I'll add an inch to every dimension to account for that extra thickness on the package. Right?
Uh-huh.
That's great margins.
Yes. But otherwise, we use the dimensions of the package. What do you keep doing that for?
Mike Mecco says, still here in the chat, but now 800 miles away. He's probably more like 1,200 miles away now. Jovial says, meaning, do y'all use 1 inch as one of the dimensions? I just add an extra inch to the whatever. So if it's a 12 by 12 by 12 box, it becomes a 13 by 13 by 13. Mike G says, very true, John. I have many international buyers wanting U.S. video games. International buyers represents probably 10% of my revenues despite high import fees. There you go. I know if I was in any other country, I would find those kind of products to sell. Devon says, we have a girl who did Bitcoin music with AI. It's really cool. Oh.
Interesting.
Metco or Mike is in business class and can't sleep in those cushy seats. Paul Rose says, I think of AI as smiling clown beckoning with his finger while holding a mallet behind his back. Yeah, I do think that it's questionable to me, right? I think the information they give is good and worth using when you can, but I think AI is evolving in such a way that at some point it's going to get scary. But we're not there yet. Bear says, I guess will put my energy to eBay. I list Katana on eBay and I have 53 watchers and 4 added to watch list. Wow, I guess I'll buy Katanas more. Now, you get a lot of watchers, people watching it. To me, that tells me that you might be out of their price range. Because if it's a great value, they're going to buy it, right?
Yeah.
So maybe start bringing it down slowly in price until you find someone willing to buy it. And I believe if you have watchers and you bring it down by at least 5% in price, they're going to get a message from eBay saying that item that you watched just went down 5%. Let's see. It likes to jump on me again. You see that? I didn't do that. No more Baskin and Robbins for me. LOL. We love Baskin. I love ice cream. Give a thumbs up. Hey, Swamp Picker, how you doing? Lags with us.
Picker?
Lags with us. Nice to see you, Lag. Two.
That don't.
Oh, yeah. That's.
Thank you, Jovial.
Yes, thank you for getting rid of the penniless one, because I don't understand where that comes from.
Don't give him any
Lag
attention.
is late, out of the will. Yes. Paul Rose says, hey, bro, no one asked me about your whereabouts yet to Lag. Bear, then we're talking. We're going to skip some of these. Lag says, can't stay long. Mom says I have to clean my room.
You better clean your room.
Well, nothing better than
means
cleaning your
business.
room while you're listening to the show. You can do both things.
Yeah.
Swamp Picker says, good day. Had a big eBay order going to Switzerland.
Ooh.
Let's see. Swamp Picker. Okay. Duncan says, okay, Jenna, what should I order for lunch? Just someone. That's our FedEx guy.
Wait,
Is it FedEx?
who wants to know? Duncan? What about pizza? When was the last time you had pizza?
Let's see who's there. It doesn't look like a FedEx truck to me. All right, interesting. CW Trading, do you have an average dollar amount that you would like to do per day? Just curious. Between 500 and 1,000. So I listed a $300.
Oh, you look at that.
What is it?
They didn't even ring the doorbell.
Who is it?
It's the mailman. Not our mailman, our regular mailman.
They didn't ring the doorbell?
No.
Oh. Well, we didn't. Thankfully, I took the packages in beforehand because I knew this kind of thing was happening. So they came here. Now watch. He's going to hit his button that geolocates when they say, you get the email saying, oh, we picked up your packages for the day.
Liars.
Yeah, that didn't happen. Real Timeless Vintage. Most of the nose pickers works in McDonald's. LOL. I'm not going to McDonald's. Real Timeless Vintage. Chat GPT helped me with my new store named last month. I guess they based it on data. So I like that. Real Timeless Vintage.
I like that one. Yeah.
Devon, that would be nice, John, if we had AI for doing our listings. It would be awesome. I think it would be great. You'd still have to take the photos. You'd still have to evaluate. Maybe, and it just maybe would involve an Excel file where you have like condition notes so it would know what to say in your listing if there's scratches or tears or whatever. Devon, let's see, I read that. Lag says I have a shitter in my shower. That's good to have. We have some.
Well, I'm glad. Just make sure you use it.
My food for 3 months: salsa juice, baked potatoes, and sauerkraut back into 198 in 3 months. Hey, I'd love salsa, but you got to have good chips to go with it.
Yeah.
Wolfman's Goodies, great show. Mike's flying, yes.
Yes, he is.
Dan is on probation for late shipment because of post office not checking in. Ooh. And this one just walked up. They walked up to the door.
They walked up to the door and walked away.
Now, we have packages outside for FedEx. So I don't know if they looked at those and figured, they got nothing. They would have left it for me.
Ring the doorbell.
Well, what'll happen is I'll tell the carrier, tell Sal, and he'll be like, okay, I'll let them know. So, Sal's a good guy. Devon, I'll be traveling too on Friday.
Oh, where are you going? Wait, when are you coming to Vegas?
Bear says, I love this channel because of J&J. For me, honesty comes first. The sales will follow sooner than later. Yeah, they will. Yes. Just keep going. Flipping from the trailer, John, will you ever try District Out? Been thinking about it, but would have to get some kind of Apple product. So I signed up under Pete. And people ask me, well, why don't you sell on DibDit or Commons or what is the other one? I guess there's other ones. But I feel a sense of loyalty to Pete. He's been nothing but good to us in the channel. But what I realized is that he only does collectibles and, vintage and collectibles, that kind of stuff. Or antiques and collectibles. So I don't have any of that stuff. So I wouldn't be able to sell. I am a seller on his account, but I don't have the kind of stuff that would qualify for what he wants on his channel there. So at some point, I've been doing Whatnot. We do Whatnot. Maybe I'll go on to Whatnot.
That doesn't mean anything.
No, it doesn't. But just to show Whatnot. Maybe I should go into Whatnot and the Whatnot lanyard. Let's see if anyone will buy it. But I have other things that I would Whatnot as well. Whatnot's been pretty good for us. Mm-hmm. It's been fine. Paul Rose, I really wanted to make an orgy joke, but I just can't do it. Respect you too much. LOL. Yes, appreciate that. I just got a sale. This is Beard for a Thigh Master. They said no invoice. It's a gift. Who the hell gives a Thigh Master as a gift?
Wow.
It's like anniversary time coming up.
Oh, hell no. I would punch you in your freaking face.
Beard, that's not a gift. That's a hint for somebody.
That's so
Real Timeless
rude.
says, that is why I have a policy for buy, refuse, remorse, shipping, non-refundable. No, don't give them their money back on that.
Yeah.
If you get it back and you're going to refund the item price, just do it for the item price. John Doe says, I pressed the like button and then went to my store to see I had a sale that doesn't count, so I'm owed another sale.
Why doesn't it count?
It has to count.
Come on, John.
Dan got a package sent to Florida, central distributor, past me to Miami, coming past Miami to Key West, back to Miami, back to Central Florida, then to me in Fort Lauderdale.
It sounds like USPS is a little confused there in Florida.
Lags, remember you have an Easy Pass tool violation.
Oh.
And
those are those text messages that keep coming in.
Yeah. Andy Reno says, I called FedEx and they told me to call eBay, so I did that and it's in the process. We'll see. John Doe says, if the poly mailer is thin, you probably need to have at least 1 inch. I ship flat envelopes with dimensions like 961. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if we figure that the packaging it came in doesn't have enough room inside for a layer of enough layers of bubble wrap, then we'll put it outside and then put the poly mailer over it. Duncan had pizza yesterday, so that's awesome.
KFC.
Dave
you
Harrington.
Eat KFC at least 8 times a week.
There's got to be something
what
Australian.
Else is there
Go to
in Australia?
Macca's. Go to Macca's.
I mean, for heaven's sake.
Go to Macca's.
There's got to be something different.
Dave Harrington says, sometimes I feel like a nut, sometimes I don't.
Yeah, I think we all feel that.
Almond Joy's got nuts. Mounds don't. Jovial Juggler says, save second base. Good time to remind the gals to get a mammogram.
Yes. Yes.
She's going to her new cabin in Montana.
Oh, that's right. I want a cabin in Montana.
Flipping from the trailer is not a fan of whatnot.
Yeah.
Michael Phillips says start selling antiques. I wouldn't know the first thing about antiques. Now, I guess that's what anyone would say, but I would be going from product that I do well with to starting all over again.
Yeah.
I just couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Beard says I tried giving the Thigh Master and the Butt Master to Joni, but I just got cussed out.
Yeah,
So I
as
listed them
you
for sale on
should.
eBay.
As you should.
Thanks, honey. I always wanted a Thigh Master. You could say, well, Suzanne Summers used it all the time. Bear says, update on the Katana. 59 views, 4 watchers. I lowered the price 15%. I took your advice. Let's see.
Okay.
Well, that's kind of a bit. 15%. I would have done 5 to 10%, but okay. Make sure you can still make money on it.
Yeah.
Time to sell collectibles. Click the like button received an eBay message. 50% off promoted offsite.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Now, I'm glad you mentioned that. She's shaking her head. We're going to do something live on this channel.
Why?
Why not?
Because.
Why not, I say?
You're going to do that on the main store?
Yeah, why not? Because I want to see what'll happen. So if we go over to this here. Look, they're offering me 50% off promoted offsite, which I would be more inclined to do. They're also offer me 50% off ad fees with promoted listings. That's the advanced one. I'm not doing that. So that can go. But to me, let's give it, we got 2 weeks. Let's see what happens here. I'll be gone for a week. Offsite. I was thinking, how many people who...
I thought we rode this rodeo
We did
before.
ride the rodeo, and we were 1 for 2. So 1 2-week period, it went really well. Another 2-week period, it was horrible. But they're offering me 50% off up to $200. I'll do it for 2 weeks. Now look at this stupidness. Set a targeted daily budget. $5 a day.
It's blocked out. You can't even do it.
Yes, I can. I can do that right there.
Oh.
$5 a day. Now, if we have, how many days we have? We have the 31st is a Monday, right? We got 2 weeks. We got 14 days. So the math behind this is 200 divided by 14. That's $14 a day. So I'm going to do $14 a day.
Yeah, didn't we get burned? Paul's reminding us.
Oh,
we
let's
got
see.
burned before.
I'm going to do $15 a day. You know what? I'll get burned then. John's cash giveaway to eBay.
Wow.
There we go. Just so you guys know, I'm expecting nothing out of this, and it's not going to be continuous. It's going to be through the 31st of March. And going to give a cash giveaway to eBay. So we go 14 times 15 is 210. They're covering up to 200.
I really think that
So I'm going to
you're
do 20 a day.
doing something you shouldn't do.
Wish me luck, guys.
Why?
Why not? I want to be the experiment for you guys. So here we
No,
are.
we've already done this rodeo.
Oh, well.
Oh.
You guys think I'm making a mistake? I can always cancel
I
it.
think you're making a mistake.
What do you
Why
guys
would
think?
we just got our momentum back in this store?
I'm opening up to offsite to allow more exposure to Google and to other platforms.
Let this be a reminder that I do not agree.
She does not agree. Let's see what happens. If I find that in 3 to 4 days the sales go the opposite direction, like there's some kind of weird glitch, then we will
See, everybody's like, what are you doing?
I just said this is a money giveaway to eBay.
No, we have a vacation to pay for.
I want to see. I want the crowd to live vicariously through us. You guys can bookmark this.
Yeah, Dave says you should just put it all on black.
I could do a poll. Can I do a
really
poll?
wish sometimes I could just smack you one.
What?
Because why would you do that?
You guys think I shouldn't do it? Do you guys think that it's going to hurt
We
my sales?
already know that
I want okay, I want you guys to put 1, if you think it's going to hurt my sales. 2, it's just going to be a waste of money. No difference.
Even Keith said John has lost his flipping mind. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe I have. Let's see here real quick. Let's go to some of these comments. Big Dre says, hello, John and Jenna. Chat picking and packing orders right now. Sales are picking up now that I'm listing regularly again. Awesome.
That's awesome, Big Dre.
Flipping from the trailer, I did make my first eBay Marketplace sale last week.
Yay!
That's awesome. I'd love to know about that. Paul says, didn't you get burnt on the fees last time, John? I got burnt on not the fees, because I paid up. I didn't make as much as I spent.
Stupid is as stupid does. Thank you so much, Craig.
Richard Menard, the paid for click scares me. Could it be hundreds of dollars on clicks and no sales? John, it won't work. Listen to Jenna. Just another way. Keith tried it. It cost me more than I got in sales. Mm-hmm. Don't do it. You'll be sorry. Mike G says, no. Let's put it on black. John has lost his mind. Mm-hmm. So, how about, is there anyone with a 3 out there that would say, give it a try?
No.
3, give it a try. We want to see what happens. Dave Harrington, tell her, John, you can't win what you don't put in the middle. Yes. That's right. And
what?
Where did that come from? What
tell
movie
her, John,
did that?
You can't win what you don't put in the middle.
That's right.
You ain't no winning in
But
eBay.
What did Mike say in Rounders after that?
I don't know.
But you can't lose a lot either. Make sure March 31st says 2025, not 2026.
Yeah.
Is that what it said?
That's a good idea, too. Thanks, Andy.
Is that what it says? I'll have to go to it. Oh, here it is. John's cash giveaway to eBay.
Why would you do that?
Why not?
Because we've already been
2 weeks.
screwed.
On offsite ads, we have not necessarily been screwed. We can make the case through me that it doesn't work if it doesn't work. I mean, who's against trying? Doesn't anyone want to see what it looks like in 2 weeks?
Not on this store.
Jenna, you so remind me of myself with my husband. Now, I had asked AI, would it work better on a store like
I
that?
don't care what AI says. AI is not the one that has to pay the price.
Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Okay, what kind of...
Time to sell collectibles says happy... okay. Mm-hmm. So there's no 3s in here. Because I'll end this campaign today. Mike, just the only month last year my sales went down was trying offsites. All right, whatever. Sorry, eBay. I guess I'm going to have to end it. I tried to take you up on your offer. You guys see, I've ended it. It's ended. All right? It's ended.
That is a bad idea.
Ended. There it is. Ended.
Thank you.
You guys happy now?
Yes.
I was going to do just a experiment to see.
No, we don't need to be... Not that kind of an experiment.
I tried.
Do it on the other store.
Peddling profits, I could, but I want to see with good product what would happen. Henri Squaw says, yes, I think John is in crisis. Mike says, don't do it. Paul Rose, Jenna, Archie, him, get a taco.
I'm about to.
Bear says, John, if you need help with losing weight, I will help you because I care for you. Let me know, but you need to make time 1 hour 3 times a week.
Yeah.
I got to make time for a lot of things. But I appreciate the offer. I will get with you if I decide to go that route. Viv says, bad idea. Mm-hmm. John Doe says, go for it so we'll know and not lose money. That's all I was trying to do.
No, I don't want to be your
not
guinea
do it.
pig.
So John Doe is the only one that wanted me to do it. Mike G says, Dave can donate money after you fuss about it. Devon says, Jenna, there is no winning on eBay. I agree.
That's what I'm saying.
Actually, the most I would have lost is $200 because I had it. Well, no, it'd been like $150 because at $15 a day, they're covering half of that. Would have been almost like $210. So it ain't. I don't necessarily care about that. I mean, $100, I can go and lose $100 in the casino. I wanted to see.
Yeah, but that's a different
what
pile
the
of
effect
money
would have been. I'm going to be gone next week. So the maybe that
so
extra
that'll make
boost,
it even worse.
It's not. I don't know. I think there is something
Stop
to
trying
it.
to justify it because you're not winning.
Richard says, I used to think my wife was wrong, but for the record, I was wrong. LOL. Peddling Profits, first mistake, you didn't discuss it. But I really don't talk about eBay strategies to you. I just go in and do it.
Yeah, but if it makes sense, we've already gone down this road.
Chastity, one was, what was it?
Do it.
No, one was don't do it.
Oh.
Two was, damn it, I forgot. So that pulls over with. Biff says, any of that promotion early was like making $200.
There you go.
Mike says, you're better off discounting your items than spending on offsites and priority.
That's what I'm
My
saying.
thought is, what about the people who will never consider eBay as an option? They're on Google search and boom, they click and they type in what they're looking for. I have it. And here's that ad that's popping up for eBay.
I think.
John says, good products do not need help to sell on bad items. Need help. Good job, Jenna.
Thank you.
I think you'll eBay $15.
Yeah.
Maybe. But they have to give me something for it. Maybe a couple clicks. Devon says, men don't discuss anything.
That is pretty... Actually, no. I have to say, John discusses more than I care to know about.
See?
A lot of
It discourages me. But Jerry did say 2. But I forgot
You
what 2
don't even
was.
remember what 2 means. And do you see what time it is? We are well over our...
Oh, crap. I feel like Primo and Spam right now.
I'm starving.
I'm over with the bubbles.
I'm so hungry.
Iris Claus, if you had the items on Poshmark, they would then show on Google. But
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of
2
Poshmark
was
type of
don't
items.
do it.
Okay, don't do it.
Yeah.
Silver Hair says, walk to the shower, put the money in the shitter, flush. My items show up on Google anyway, and I don't do their crazy promo.
Yes.
eBay is a casino. I did not do good on eBay in 2014. Chose Etsy, but now back to eBay Casino.
Yeah.
Yep. John, I am so sorry. It's all right. I didn't lose out. It was going to be eBay's cash giveaway.
No, it is not a giveaway at all.
Whatever.
eBay doesn't... No.
Mike G says, you're probably better. Listing on Mercari knowing you won't get a sale. That'll probably get you Google placement, possibly. Well, it's for another time. Now, I will be tempted when I go for that last week. I might do it while I'm gone. Just to see. I am very curious if they've changed it. Because it did work for us for a good 2-week period.
Ron,
She's not going to be on there with me. It's just going to be Beard and myself.
Yeah.
Have a great weekend, and see CW Trading would have liked to have seen.
No,
So I may change my
nobody
mind
wants
without
to
her
see us
knowing.
fail.
Biff says Jamie might have to shine his own shoes now. Keith says, okay, guys, have a great week.
Yes.
And Devon says, love you both. So love you guys.
Love you. Mwah.
Look, there's going to be a lot of stuff going on with this channel. Hopefully we don't drive you crazy with as much content that I'm going to try to get out to you. And we'll see. But it's you guys that have kept us here all this time. So thank you for being here. And thank you for being the best part of this channel. And I want you guys to have an excellent week. And we will talk to you guys here very, very soon. Take care.
We love you. Have a great week.
Oh! Chargebacks, returns, and lowball offers too. Vero takedowns, they're a pain, what can we do? High selling fees, bad buys, and rude buyers galore. Flipping ain't easy, but we keep coming back for more. All resellers are gonna make mistakes. Learn from them, and you'll have what it takes. In the world of reselling, we're your guide. When flipping ain't easy, by your side. Sourcing great items is the key to success. Subscribe to the channel and stand above the rest. Focus on the thing that's within your control. Hang with flipping ain't easy. Let's roll. Catch the live streams on Mondays and Fridays. Join the Discord community for the parlays. Tune into the podcast Profit Playbooks. The name with Scott and Josh. Flipping's more than a game. Chargebacks, returns, and lowball offers too. A Fero takedowns, they're a pain, what can we do? High selling fees, bad buys, and rude buyers galore. Flipping ain't easy, but we keep coming back for more. Oh, all resellers are gonna make mistakes. Learn from them, and you'll have what it takes. In the world of reselling, we're your guide. Flipping ain't easy, but by your side. Sourcing great items is the key to success. Subscribe to the channel and stand above the rest. Focus on the thing that's within your control. Hang with flipping ain't easy. Let's roll. Catch the live streams on Mondays and Fridays. Join the Discord community for the parlays. Tune into the podcast Profit Playbooks, the name. With Scott and Josh, flipping's more than a game. Catch the live streams on Mondays and Fridays. Join the Discord community for the parlays. Tune into the podcast Profit Playbooks, the name. With Scott and Josh, flipping's more than a game.